Namaskar. Welcome to this edition of the News Bulletin. In the headlines today, Srujani Mela Cum Award function held at RSM Department. Mail Milap, an interface program organized with the self-help group stakeholders of resettlement colonies and other peripheral villages of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant. And contact workers trained on EOT overhead crane operator at SAIL RSP. Now the news in detail. A Srujani Cum Award function was held at Repair Shop Mechanical Department of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant on 19th February. Mr. Ravi Ranjan, CGM Design and Shops, presided over the function and handed over the prizes to the winners of the Srujani Creative Scheme. Present on the occasion were Mr. B.K. Behra, AGM IED, and other senior officers and employees of the department. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Ranjan commended the RSM collective's efforts in generating valuable suggestions. He urged all to continue contributing for the overall improvement in the performance of the plant. Mr. B.K. Behra elaborated on the status of Srujani in the plant with special reference to the department. In all, 176 suggestions were awarded on this occasion, out of which 170 have already been implemented. Cash award to the tune of Rs 50,100 was given to the employees. The one-time benefit from the implemented suggestion was Rs 95.68 lakhs, while the recurring benefit amount to Rs 94.8 lakhs. Around 200 new suggestions were received on account of Mela. At the outset, Mr. D.K. Nayak, GM Shops RSM, welcomed the gathering, while Mr. Shakti Nayak, Master Technician, proposed a formal vote of thanks and coordinated the function. Mail Milap, an interface program, was organized by the CSR Department of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant with the self-help group stakeholders of resettlement colonies and other peripheral villages at the Institute of Peripheral Development of RSP on 21st February to ensure Jana Bhagidari, or people's participation in the developmental initiatives of RSP. Mr. B. Bhavasu Malik, GM Town Services, presided over the session and interacted with the participants about the various developmental interventions taken up by RSP's CSR department. Present on the occasion were Ms. Munmun Mitra, GM CSR, Mr. T.B. Topo, AGM CSR, Mr. A.N. Pati, AGM CSR, and other CSR officials. In all, 50 members from Usha Salai groups of Bandamunda, Jherpani, Ushra, Lang, Jaydega, Jhandapahara, and Hathidasa resettlement colonies, 2 mushroom cultivating SHG groups of Lachikata block and bamboo craft making groups of Bhalulata and Khutrgaon villages attended the program. Mr. Malik praised the CSR department for making the SHGs self-sustainable and urged other groups to emulate the entrepreneurial zeal and carve a niche for themselves in their respective areas. The chief guest also presented token gifts and certificate of appreciation to all the 20 members of Priya and Janaki SHGs in recognition of their excellent performance in mushroom cultivation. It is worth mentioning that the groups have crossed the break-even point and have started earning handsome profits with commercial production of mushrooms. The mushroom cultivating groups were presented as a case study during the sessions. Mr. T.B. Topo explained the entrepreneurial advancement of the group in the area of mushroom cultivation and the impact it has been having in the area. The members of the group also shared their experiences. During the interaction, cooperation of RSP was acknowledged by one and all. The status of various CSR interventions amongst the SHG groups like mushroom cultivation, fruit processing, tailoring, vermicompost, jewelry making, bamboo craft, and paper bag making was reviewed. The participants expressed their satisfaction regarding training and skill development initiatives of RSP through CSR and deliberated on other need-based programs such as fishery, piggery, poultry, floriculture for the economic empowerment of the women in the region. Enhancing the use of steel in rural areas was also discussed. Efforts are on to take up new projects under CSR and dovetail them to the needs and requirements to optimize resources. Ms. Munmun Mitra welcomed the gathering and elaborated on the various developmental programs undertaken in these areas. Mr. T.B. Topo, AGM CSR, proposed a formal vote of thanks, while Ms. Richa Sudaram, Deputy Manager CSR, coordinated the event. A recognition of prior learning training on EOT overhead crane operator was held at HRD Center of Rourkela Steel Plant on 19th February. Ms. Diptankar Mahapatra, GM Plate Mill, Mr. H. Pati, GM HRD, and Mr. S. Konda, GM HRD were present in the inaugural function. 31 contact workers engaged in different areas of the plant attended the training. Mr. Kar shared valuable information on safe operation of EOT cranes and provided tips to the participants for proper handling and maintenance. The technical sessions were conducted by expert trainers from IISSSC, Indian Iron and Steel Sector Skill Council, with whom HRDC has entered into an MOU. The sessions focused on primary roles and responsibilities of EOT crane operator, health and safety procedures, crane operation and inspection and maintenance of EOT cranes. It was a competency-based instructor-led training in which professional development and upskilling activities were given priority. Practical hands-on training were also provided to the participants. Ms. Binita Tirki, Manager HRD, introduced the program and coordinated the program. That's all for today's news. Namaskar.